Hello guys, today we going to working with the list in Python. So in this tutorial we're going to see how we work with lists in Python. So the list is another definition in Python that you use to list some element, and then you can take input for those elements by asking Python to do that for you. So I'm going to take some example of the list right here so that we're going to practice with the list in Python. So yesterday we saw how we can make a matplotlib with Python. So this matplotlib is just something to play with Python to see how you can take input in Python by creating something funny like this one I did. Created adjective, a noun, and a verb to create a normal sentence in English. So Python can do that for you. So today we're going to see how we can work with the list in Python. So let's use Python to make some lists. Some list input, list or list variable. Okay, the example right here, I can say, take example of color, right? I can say color equal, and then I list. This is how we list in Python. We use this one, this sign. It's not the parentheses, but it's a double bracket here. So now you can list different things. So I chose to list a variable is a color, so I can choose to list different color that I like. Red, for example, and then what is the next color? I think we need a space. Red, this red and blue. So just the color that I like, blue, yellow, black. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need maybe 5 color. What color? Pink. Pink. So these 5 colors, this is how we represent the list in Python. So I need to remove those red lines, this sign, so that it's not normal. So in Python you need to respect the indentation, or Python I'm not going to recognize those elements that you are doing. You see when I put those double sign, and then it changed the color to green. So this means that is something is that Python recognize. So put it right here. So those color, yes. So in list in Python, like I said before on the previous tutorial, I said that in Python we can define the index and the index type with 0 from front to back. Red is index 0 like this. So red can be represented, but if you want to use the index, red can be represented by index 0, and then blue 1, and then yellow 3, 2, and then black is 3, and then pink can be 4. And now if you want to Now if you want to start from back to the front, the index is going to be negative. So it's going to be right here like -1 for pink, and then -2 for black negatives. This is how the index work in Python. So if I want to take an input by holding the index, so I'm going to represent the red by number 0, the blue by 1, and then so on. So I'm going to take some example, and then you're going to see what how this works. So you can also change the string. So you can change the string by the number. So and you can, like this, for example, you can, the red that I put, I can change it by the number, like represent index 0, 1, 2, 3, and then all boolean true or false. So let's start with the string right now. So I can say to Python to print and color. If I ask Python to print colors like this, so if I say Python, if I put this double sign, I say color, Python going to print just color, right? You see, I say arrow, I say print color, indentation unexpected indent. So you see, so Python just say me that there is an unexpected indentation. So if I remove it, I say print color, there is a problem on indentation right here: red, blue, yellow, black, pink. So why is the problem with indentation? Okay, I see. I need to represent with the index. So if I ask Python to print color, for example, like this, okay, with the index, when you use those double quote, if I use this like this, I ask Python to print color, exit code still 0, line 2. Okay, if I ask Python to print color, this, line to print color, and indentation error, unexpected indentation. So what's it right here? Also still a little bit error here. So let's remove the two bracket right here, and then make it as a list. And then I ask Python to print colors. We can do this, print I think this have to be the colors. Yes. There's erase somewhere. Prints color. Or maybe have to be in capital letter. Okay, let's say print color and then put the index like this. 0. Line 2, print color, indentation. Oh, okay, I see. The tell me was the error right there. Print color. Print color. Okay. Unexpected indentation. What is it? Unexpected indentation right here. Color equal this and then print. Color equal this and then I ask Python to print color. There's a problem with this. I think I need to put my print color with capital C. Let's see what Python gives us. Line 2, indentation error, unexpected. Why is it unexpected indentation? the indentation error? Why is it indentation error right here? So I can say print. Oh, it has to be this bracket. Print and color. Python is not recognize this. Oh. I see. Okay, let's see. Let's try to hold underscore, right? Preferred underscore color equal this. Preferred underscore color equal this. And then sometimes Python doesn't really understand. I think that if you don't respect some indentation, it's not going to prefer it underscore color. And then I say print prefer it underscore color. Let's see that. Let's see if Python will recognize. Okay, you see, this was the mistake. So sometimes Python does not recognize. You need to follow some indentation, some function here. So I just need the underscore here to specify to Python that that was my preferred color that I'm going to use. So you see right here, Python give me just give me the color that I was that was right here. Python print those colors to me. So now I can use the index. Ask Python I can use the index to print a specific element, to print a specific color. So if I just want to print a red color and the position of red is 0, so I can use the index 0 to ask Python to print 0 for me. So I can come here and say print preferred color, and I give that color is index, for example, 0, because I told you that with Python, when you go front to back, the index start with 0, but back to front, the index start with -1. So if I print this, Python print the red color, you see right here. So Python print red. So if I change it right here, I put 1, Python going to print blue. You see the blue is 0, 1. And then if I put right here 2, it's gonna print yellow. If I put right here 3 is going to put black. But remember, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, black going to be in position 4. But you have to understand that in Python, front to back, the index start with 0, and now back to front, the index start with -1. So I can ask Python, if I put here -1, it can print pink. You see, Python print the pink. See right here, print the pink for me. If I put, for example, -2, Python going to print the black. You see, Python print black. So when you use index in Python, you have to remember this, that on this side, like right to left, or is it left to right, it's depending on your position. Front to back, it start with 0, and then positive number. Now back to front, it start with -1, and then so on. You can also print one number. If I put colon right here, it's going to print started with number blue to pink. Let's see what Python gives us. You see right here. So whether you put 1 in colon, asking Python to print, to put the index or the color number 1 by following the index. The number 1 is blue, and then column, ask him to print all other color, all other element that start on 1 to the last one. So if you want to do that on the pink, for example, if I see -1, or I put column right here, is it possible to do this? Let's see what Python do that. Okay, you see, so I put right here for -1, it print this right here. For -1 to the back, it print, it start print black. So it escape the pink, because the pink is not in. So I want everything from starting to black and then red. You see right here, I exclude the pink. I put column, everything starting right here for black until red, but I exclude, I remove the pink. You see? So if I just need only the pink, I just put -1, and then it give me the pink. I can also see, we can also replace, right? So we can also replace some index or some color. Yeah, we can also replace some color in Python. We can also expand some color too. So I can also know the example right here. I know the example. I can ask Python to, I can declare another variable here. I see, for example, I can say to Python that preferred underscore number equal preferred underscore number equal, put the number. I can put number anything like 2, for example, a -2, 1 -2, and I need to put this space. -2 and there is 3 or 4, and then I can put -6, 5, and 12 or 23 or 29, something like that. And then I come here, I see call equal, I list the call, right? So we're still on the list right here. Try to use it, my preferred call. I can say Porsche. Oh, this is how we write Porsche. As it called again, who's Tesla. I can use Deep Ford, and then also Mazda. Yeah, you hold this call like this, and then I can ask Python to, if I ask Python to print, if I like to print call, it's going to print the call for me, all the call. Let's see. I hope there's no area indentation. Call equal Porsche Tesla G4 name error. Name Porsche is not defined. Oh, I think it need a double quote on it. I think it needs some double quote. Yes, it needs some double quote. If you don't put those double quote, Python going to yell on you. Python is not going to recognize what you are asking him to do. Okay, let's see like this. So ask Python to print call. Okay, ask Python print call. Python print Porsche, Tesla, Jeep, Ford, and Mazda. So you see, Python need you to respect the indentation, to respect all the code that you need to do so that it can do the work for you. So when I see, I can extend for example, for the number, right? I can extend the preferred number. For example, right here, if I see to Python to see, if I say call dot extend, and then I open right here, I see preferred underscore number, yeah, call dot extend preferred underscore number, and then I ask Python to print. Let's remove this. When I this print is going to print. Let's remove this one because Python just going to print all the things that you ask him to do. So I come here, I ask Python to print call. You see, Python print the call and also the number. So because I use the extend function by asking Python to extend the exercise I'm asking to do. So until I print only the Porsche, only the call, and then it also print my preferred number because I declare my preferred number right here. And then I also declare my call right here. So it's the same thing. I can extend it to my preferred color, right? I can search it right here, preferred underscore color. Preferred underscore color, and I ask Python to preferred underscore color. What is the problem here? Preferred, just this is O capital. Yes, there's a mistake, capital C. Okay. Ask Python to print, so we can print the car and my preferred color. You see, Porsche, Tesla, Jeep, Ford, Mazda, red, blue, yellow, black, pink. So this is how we use the extend function. So we can also use like an append. So the append function. So the append function is used to add an individual element in the list. For example, I can come here, I change this extend with append like this. If I want to add one element, like the element, what is the element? The element is all those lists: red, blue, yellow, black, pink, can be called element. This is what we call element in Python. Porsche, Tesla, all these are element. 1, 2, 3, all those are element. So to add one element in the list, you can use the append to do that. For example, if I want to add another car, I come here in Python, say car append. I give a new car. Ask Python to go to my list on the car and then add a new car called Maserati. I think Maserati is with ask Python to open a new car for me called Maserati. I think I need a double code. I think Maserati is with Z, right? And then I ask Python to print car. It's gonna add the Maserati in the list of my car. You see, Porsche, Tesla, Jeep, Ford, Mazda, Maserati. Here we didn't have Maserati, we just have Porsche, Tesla, Jeep, Ford, but Mazda, but not Maserati. Here you add Maserati right here too. So by using append, you add some element in in your list. So I can also remove that and then ask Python to add a number, and then come here, say print preferred number, and then you can add those numbers that I happen in it. Same thing with the color. So we can also reverse the sequence of our order. You see, like this, when we put right here, the sequence of the list is red, blue, yellow, black, pink. So we can ask Python to reverse is by doing pink, black, yellow, blue, and red by using the reverse function. So I can come here, or with the number. For example, I can take a number. Let's do with the number. I come here, I say I declare it. I declare, let's use with number. For example, I come here, I say preferred underscore number dot reverse. So this is how we that reverse, and then this double quote preferred underscore number dot reverse, and then I ask Python to print Python to print preferred preferred underscore numbers. There's something around here. Numbers. Preferred. Okay. Preferred. That's nice. Preferred number. Dot this one, and then ask Python to print preferred numbers. Let's see what Python going to do. Okay, it's work. You see, he make the reverse. So instead of 1, -2, -4, -5, 23, 29, and then he put the reverse 29, 23, -5, 4, -2, and 1. So ask Python to do the reverse by using the reverse function right here. We use just the reverse function to ask Python to do that. So there is another function also called copy. So we can also copy, right? We can also use a copy to copy, right? I can just come here and see. For example, I come here. Let's hold example with the call, right? I can come here, ask Python, see. Whose example is the call? I can come here, create another call. Call it call number 2. Declare it with Python, and then call number 2, I say to Python that call number 2 is called call number 1, the first call that we create, and then that copy, and then put this double bracket, and then if I ask Python to print and call number 2, I've asked Python to print call number 2, is going to copy all these call Porsche, Tesla, Jeep, Ford, Mazda, and call number 2. Let's do it and see. This is right here, you see. Python give me Porsche, Tesla, Jeep, Ford, and Mazda in there in my call number 2, because I declared it here by using the copy function in Python. Copy all the call in my call number 1 like this, and other list of call number 2, and the Python copy it inside there. That's it. So we can also use we can also change the index position with Python. For example, if I come here, you see the blue is on position number 1, right? Because red is 0, because I see starting from front to back, start with 0, back to front, -1. So I can change the position of the index by asking Python to do that. So I can just come here and declare it. It's a call and that who's the insert function, right? Call that insert, open here and try to put blue to 0. Put here 0, and then color, and then I give the name of the color that I want to put on 0, blue, like this. And then I ask Python to print. Oh, is that the call? No, that's not the call. I wasn't just call. I think I have to use call. Okay, I can come here. I see Porsche is position 0 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. So I want to put Tesla in position 0. So let's call this Tesla. Put Tesla in position 0, and then I ask Python to print car. So you see it's going to change the position of Tesla in position 1 to position 0. See the result right here? You see now Tesla is not in position 1, it is on position 0, and then Porsche take the position 1. So you can do that with everything, even with the number, even with the weight. So just follow this the function insert, asking Python to do that for you. So you can also remove an index position. For example, I can come here, change this function and insert by using the remove function. So car.remove like this, and then you want to remove, for example, Tesla. Just remove Tesla. So I want to remove Tesla. No, I can't. Tesla is a good car. I don't remove Tesla. I want to remove not Porsche. Porsche is a good car. I want to remove Porsche. Deep Ford. Oh, is it a good car over there? Just remove Deep. Remove Deep. And then if I ask Python, I print, you're going to see the result. You see Porsche, Tesla, Ford, Mazda. There's no Deep. So I ask Python to remove this and remove Deep on my list, and then Python remove it. So we can also use the pop function to remove the last element on the list. For example, you see the last element right here on my list. I use pop. If I come here, I change pop. I put the pop function like this, pop, and then not move deep. I remove. No, I have to specify. I'll just use pop, and then ask Python print car. It's going to remove Mazda. You see, Porsche, Tesla, Deep, Mazda. So the pop is used to remove the last element on the list. So that's why you use the pop to do with Python. So you can also check some element, if some element are inside your list. For example, if you want to check that Tesla is inside your list, so you just need to use the code to do that, to check if some element is on the list. So to check, for example, let's check if Tesla is on the list. To check if Tesla is on the list, you just ask Python to print, and then call like this, and then give the index, that's index, and I want to check what do I want to check? Tesla. So give the name Tesla. Tesla like this. See Tesla. So I ask Python to print car that index Tesla, index 1. So Python told me that Tesla is on index 1. That is true, because you come here 0, 1. So you can check, you can use the car that index to take the index or position of some element in the list. So you can also count the number of elements in your list by using the count function. So let's use number of elements for the car. For example, here I can come here. For example, I say print car that count. Okay, we have also one Tesla. Let me add two Tesla, another Tesla. let's add another Tesla. Let's add Tesla. I think we don't bracket here. If I don't do this, Python is not going to recognize it. So I add 2 Tesla, right? So I add 2 Tesla, and then I ask Python to print open double bracket, and then print car dot count. So I want to count the number of Tesla inside car dot count Tesla. So it's Python gonna give me 2 Tesla in. See, 2. Same thing with everything. Car dot count deep. Python gonna give you have only 1 deep in your list. You see, that's why it's working. So we can also use the sort function, and the sort function is used to put each element in alphabetical order, right? For example, Paul, Tesla, and Jeep, Ford, Mazda. So it's gonna put, if you use the sort, you are asking Python to classify all the elements in a alphabetical order. So by using the sort function like this, so I come here, I say print car dot sort, asking car dot sort. I have to declare it first. Come here, I say car dot sort. Python recognize it like this. Car dot sort. And then I ask Python to print car dot, I ask him to print card, not that sort. Ask Python to print card is going to that's problem here. We have some problem. Okay, no problem. Python print is on the alphabetical order D, F, M, P, T. See right here, it wasn't on the alphabetical order. It was P, T, D, F, M. So right here is G, F, M, P, T. So Python print it on the alphabetical order. So that is it. You can also do it for the number, right? You can do for number. Let's bring the number in order. You can come here and say prefer it underscore. Well, I can do it here. Come here and say prefer it underscore number. Yes. That sort, declare it, and then I ask Python to print and preferred underscore numbered. No, numbers. Yeah, like this. Ask Python to print preferred underscore number. So you print in the normal number. -5 is lower than -2, and then 1, 4, 22, 29. See right here, it wasn't on the correct order. Python, by using the sort, you asking Python to put it on the correct order. So this is what we were about to learn today, how to use a different function in asking Python to do the task for you. This is just the basic, because we need to understand the basic to build a normal code application with Python. So Python is very powerful. And at the end of this tutorial, we're going to be able to build something very, very powerful, very good application that Python going to execute for us. So the next tutorial, we're going to see how we can use the boolean true or false function in Python to take input from the user. Guys, see you on the next tutorial.